As we know, The Irishman is going to be an event film, a whopper. The budget is $125 million and could potentially rise further. The film is set to be a fully fledged crime epic, the last of the great gangster pictures and a final hurrah for this aging generation of actors. It wasn't always this way, however. In the early days, it was thought that the movie would be a chamber piece, a small-scale road movie with De Niro and Pesci about an old man with an eventful past, looking back on his life full of decisions he is remorseful for and regrets. Now, of course, the project has become a lot more ambitious, but I want to take a look at one of the directions the film could have potentially gone in. In 2010, MTV sat down with Robert De Niro and the subject of The Irishman came up. De Niro explained the basics of the film, what it was about and such, and went on to say this: "We have a more ambitious idea, hopefully, to make it a two-part type of film or two films. It's an idea that came about from Eric Roth to combine these movies using the footage from paint houses to do another kind of film that is reminiscent of a kind of 8½, a certain kind of biographical, semi-biographical type of Hollywood movie, a director and the actor, based on things Marty and I have experienced and kind of overlapping them." So what it sounds like is the idea was to make a straight-laced film and then another meta movie about the working life of De Niro and Scorsese, lifting footage from the first film. De Niro cited Federico Fellini's 8½, as an influence, and those who have seen the film will know that it's about a fictional film director who's trying to make a new movie but is bombarded by the demands of producers and actors and such. He retreats into his dreams and fantasies and memories. The film lifts heavily from Fellini's own experiences, with the movie blurring the lines between fact and fiction and a great deal of it being autobiographical. Even the name is a reference to the amount of films Fellini had made up until that point. It would have been very interesting to see Marty and Bob take on a project as surreal sounding as this, but since this interview there has not been any talk about The Irishman receiving a sequel, nor any word on the ambitious sounding second picture. Scorsese has already got his eye on new projects with Leonardo DiCaprio like The Devil in the White City and Killers of the Flower Moon, so it looks as though the project that De Niro was talking about never materialized. It may be that elements of this metafilm made it to the commercial that Scorsese did for a casino opening in Asia, The Audition. It starred De Niro and DiCaprio as fictional versions of themselves, fighting over a new role in Marty's new picture. It was okay, I guess, but the idea sounds a lot better than how it was executed in the end. Anyway, what with other projects lined up and Scorsese and Bobby's age, it does not look like that this film that De Niro was talking about will ever get made. Still, The Irishman will, and is on course to be set for release on Netflix in 2019.